Those in Gaza who have undeniably faced unspeakable harms, a humanitarian crisis, and human rights crisis, and particularly the young students, activists, and faculty who are determined to stand up.
Hey everybody, this is Dean FM, Dean Fraser Milford, here for your creature comfort, and today I wanted to do another reaction video. This one's going to be reacting to Summer Lee, who is a Democratic U.S. representative for Pennsylvania's 12th district. In the name of championing Black femininity and uplifting the voices of Black feminine figures, Black women, I would like to... We're going to be doing what it do. Summer Lee, born November 26, 1987, is a Democratic U.S. representative serving since January 3, 2023. She's the first Black woman ever elected to Congress from Pennsylvania and a former state legislator. A community organizer and attorney, she champions progressive priorities, climate action and environmental justice, democracy reform, reproductive rights, childcare, and labor protections. Come on, working to bring federal investment to her Pittsburgh area district. You know, we learned it today. We on the education. And anyways, please make sure to check it out myself. It's in the link down below. The video we're going to be reacting to today is Summer Lee hearing on anti-Semitism is GOP trying to pit Jewish Americans against Muslim Americans. I cannot believe in this day and age we're still hearing about some anti-Semitism. For God's sakes, I have to put this in my channel too. Unfortunately, I thought that this was not as big of an issue nowadays, but apparently people are back on it. Some people are not helping the case. And Kanye, yay, I say nay. It's Nazi stuff. It's Hitler stuff. Completely uncalled for. I mean, we learned this in school. Devastation. We learned about this catastrophe that happened with the Holocaust and all this type of thing. Crimes against Jewish people in the Jewish community. It's completely disgusting. I would like to hear what she has to say about this. Yeah, please make sure to check it out myself. It's in the link down below.
Gentlelady from Pennsylvania, Ms. Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Like others, I've expressed my concern that despite 9 hearings on anti-Semitism since I've joined Congress, that we've yet to have a single hearing on any of the other very pervasive forms of hatred that's rising in our country right now. Anti-Blackness, of course, which remains foundational. Anti-Muslim hate, which is approaching levels unseen since 9/11. We can't pretend that these are not pressing when a member of this committee who is Black and Muslim is being called a terrorist by another member of this committee. Still, I was encouraged that today's hearing was planning to focus on the underlying causes of anti-Semitism and hate, something the previous 8 have, quite frankly, failed to do in earnest. Because we do need to address the underlying factors if college students and any of us ever hope to live in a peaceful and a safe society. Instead, it was made immediately clear, unsurprisingly, that this is yet another hearing to demonize Muslims and their religion, to demonize Palestinians, including those in Gaza who have undeniably faced unspeakable harms, a humanitarian crisis, and human rights crisis, and particularly the young students, activists, and faculty who are determined to stand up against human rights violations. This is particularly another public opportunity for Republicans to pit Jewish Americans against Muslim Americans, Muslim against Christian, Black against white, to reinforce the actual underlying factors of hate, which are real systemic harms of white supremacy, and its reinforcement at its highest levels of government. One glaring example is the administration's selective misinterpretation of the weaponization of the civil rights laws. Mr. Nosenchuk, in your testimony, you discussed how the Trump administration is imposing draconian penalties that are completely divorced from supporting Jewish students or addressing anti-Semitism. Briefly, how is this administration's assessment of civil rights violations undermining meaningful oversight of campus safety efforts that would support students?
As I said in my testimony, there is a proven way to address civil rights violations. Congress, this body, charged the Office of Civil Rights with enforcing Title VI of the Civil Rights Act and ensuring that all students have an opportunity to access their education free from discrimination. It would result in a whole series of steps, that many of which my fellow panelists here have discussed, to address the anti-Semitism that has occurred and to change the campus climate so that anti-Semitism doesn't exist. In addition, when investigations are conducted, it's not like there's only one type of discrimination that's occurring. Often, when an investigation is conducted and there's evidence of, say, anti-Black discrimination, we might also have found evidence of anti-Semitic discrimination and expanded the investigation to encompass that. We had that flexibility.
Why do you gotta do that?
Not going to prompt university presidents sitting here to think about how they're going to address anti-Semitism. They're going to think about how are they going to fill this huge hole in their budget that's just been created by a penalty that has nothing to do with the discriminatory conduct that has actually occurred.
Thank you. I mean, and I want to also be clear, like that we don't allow ourselves to be lost in rhetoric. This administration's attack on colleges isn't just about campus safety. I argue it's not about it at all. It's about suppressing education. The point of college, we've talked about, is for students to expand their worldviews, develop critical thinking skills, make them less susceptible to disinformation, and navigate how to stand up for what's right and important to them.
Useful to society, to the world, to
against
America,
things that they disagree with, which might include authoritarianism. That's why this administration is doing everything and beyond in its power to dismantle higher education, censor dissent, freezing funding, forcing university presidents to resign, threatening to remove accreditation, banning entire offices and departments, and revoking students' visas, disappearing students, eroding student loan programs, gutting civil rights resources, and of course, as it was mentioned at the outset of this hearing, putting an end to diversity, equity, and inclusion and accessibility, the boogeyman of MAGA Republicans who are determined to sow hate and division instead of equity and inclusion. At the same time as their crusade against diversity, the Trump administration and Republicans have said that colleges must hire more conservative faculty to increase viewpoint diversity on campuses, while calling for disciplinary action against professors who believe they disagree with. Really very quickly, Mr. Nosenchuk, do you think it's appropriate for colleges to make hiring disciplinary decisions based on pressure from whatever party happens to be in Congress or in charge? Just a yes or no?
No.
Thank you. These attacks on colleges are not solving the real problem. So make mistakes. This is yet another opportunity to exploit legitimate concerns of anti-Semitism on college campuses to further their attacks on the institutions of learning.
And
I think that it's incredibly clear hearing the opening testimonies and statements and the testimony that we will continue to hear throughout the day. I hope that you will consider that. Thank you, and I yield back.
I thank the gentlelady, and I recognize the gentleman from California, Mr. Kiley.
Good morning,
the discussions of anti-Semitism on college campuses and stuff like that. I know that has been on the rise, and that needs to be addressed as far as DEI and making sure that we have those systems in place to where there is the ability for there to be some sort of barrier from the prejudices of potential administrative staff or what have you, whoever's in charge when it comes to enrolling, accepting scholarships, all this type of thing, that those safeguards are set in place. And that, my dear, was reacting to Summer Lee. Hearing on anti-Semitism is GOP trying to pit Jewish Americans against Muslim Americans. Please love each other, take care of each other, do what you gotta do for each other. We're all in this together, every marginalized group. I'll talk to you later.